Hey everyone, I just wanted to talk to you today about a subject that has become near and dear to my heart, and that is decluttering. I have been on a mission since like December to get rid of the majority of the things that I own. And I guess, you could say that I've been kind of a practicing hoarder for most of my life. Growing up, we moved on average every 7 to 9 months until I was about 17 years old. And often it was last minute. And so what didn't make it into the truck didn't make it to the next place. And so it was always a rotation of having things, losing things, buying things, losing things, buying things. But when I got old enough and I got my own place, then it was a matter of having things and moving them with me whenever I moved. And it got to a point like where it was getting quite out of hand. Not that I was holding on to trash. If something was broken or no longer usable, I did get rid of it. But I had a lot of things that I thought I needed that I really didn't. And I made a big decision in December that my next step in my life is that I want to live in an RV and travel around the country. And to do that, I can't take all the stuff with me. So I decided I started getting rid of things. I started going through the boxes. I had boxes of stuff that I had not used in 20 plus years. I had things that I had boxed up when I moved from Oregon to New Jersey. Never unboxed it in New Jersey. Moved it from Jersey to Washington State, to Oregon, and then to California, and never used it. And I kept telling myself, oh, when I have my own place, a big place, my own place, whatever, then I can put it out and use it and do it and stuff. And I'm a researcher, big researcher, and I started watching a lot of YouTube videos about decluttering and really, reading articles and stuff, and really thinking about what I was doing and why I was holding on to things, and realizing that I really didn't need to hold on to these things. Like, I was getting by without them. If I needed to mash a potato, I would use a wooden spoon, right, instead of a potato masher, and just many other things. So I started getting rid of things, and I estimate in December I got rid of about 1,000 items, which seems like a lot, and it is. I invite you to count the stuff that you have in one room. The bathroom usually has the fewest number of things. Count each item and tell me exactly how many items you have in that room. I bet you're going to be surprised. You're going to be very surprised when you count those items. And then, count the items in your closet, your hallway closet where you keep your linens and stuff. I bet you're going to be surprised there too. The kitchen is also a big surprise. But I started going through things, and then in January, I found this Facebook group that did this thing called the Men's Game, in which it's the minimalist game is what it's actually called. And what you do is you get rid of the same number of items as is the day of the month. So on the first of the month, you get rid of one thing, and the second of the month, you get rid of two things, and so on and so forth. And by the end of the month, you've gotten rid of over about 450 items. And, it's just a personal challenge. But there was also a challenge to get rid of 2,024 items in the year 2024. As it currently stands, I'm at 2,013 items for the year. And that doesn't count the 1,000 items that I got rid of in December. So between the two, I have getting rid of over 3,000 items for 2024, and I'm pretty close to the end of it. I don't get rid of stuff every day. I get rid of stuff every couple of days, once a week, whatever. Hold on to it. Sometimes I'll have stuff that I want to sell. Sometimes I have stuff that I want to give away. Pretty much I've gotten rid of all of the broken items and the things that, could just be thrown away. So I don't have that anymore. And I continue to look around, and I know that there's still a lot of stuff that will be gone once I get my RV. I'm not going to need any of the furniture. I'm kind of planning to keep one of the cat trees and figure out how to put the cat tree in the RV, so Frankie still has her space. She'll have the run of the whole RV, but at least she'll have, something that she can climb on and scratch on and stuff like that. There will be some keepsakes that I might not be able to fit into the RV, and those will be placed in plastic bins, probably stored at my brother's house. Surprise, if you're watching this, Bubba, that's what I'm planning. So it's been quite the journey, and I've learned a lot about myself, and I've changed a lot of habits. I have really cut back on my spending. I've gotten rid of streaming sites that I don't watch. I'm really becoming what I like to call mindful. I'm mindful of what I'm watching, what I'm doing. I used to buy a lot of books. I've gotten rid of the majority of my books. I still have about 120 that I feel are so close to me. They are all replaceable, and at some point I will probably let the majority of those go too. I have designated certain books that I will keep, like my original Robert Service poems, and a couple other books that I really want to keep. Other than that, the rest of it will go. And I've been utilizing the library a lot, just to, be able to satisfy my need for reading. Yeah, it's been quite the journey, and I've really, really enjoyed it. And if you're interested, message me if you want to know more about it. You don't have to go minimalist, but I found that first time when my friend came over and we loaded his car up twice with the stuff I was getting rid of, we took it, we dropped it off at the donation center, and then I came back and I walked in and I felt so much lighter. I felt a relief of not having that stuff, and it's something that I feel every time I get rid of things. And they talk about how physical clutter actually causes mental clutter in your mind, and I 100% believe that. I feel like my mind is much freer. I'm more able to be creative. I'm more relaxed when I go home. Frankie doesn't like it so much because she's she doesn't have as much stuff to hide in or play in, but she's fine. She still has her spaces, so that's okay. But it's been a really good journey, and part of me wishes that I had started it sooner, but mostly I'm glad that I'm doing it now, and that I have finally found the strength in myself to let things go that I don't need to hold on anymore, and both physically and mentally. And it's just been a really good change in my life, and I'm very happy about it. So again, if you want to know more about it, you can leave a message, or if you know who I am, just call and ask me. Be happy to chat with you, either online or on phone, about my experience in decluttering, and help you out with it too, if that's what you want to do. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next video.